One of the most amazing evenings of the year for so many reasons. Riverside legal community is such a tight, small group. We're very family oriented, and just watching everybody, watching the new lawyers move from New Lawyers Academy to Barristers onto board, watching great leaders like Lori Myers take over from great leaders like Neil Okazaki. It's just an amazing night, and it can't be beat. It's fantastic.
I'm celebrating the new bar president. I'm going to support the bar organization. I'm going to see, it's like a reunion with all the attorneys, the judges, young attorneys who struggled 30 years ago. They're now older attorneys like myself. They made it. I want to just embrace them and say, look, we made it.
Well, I think it's a really exciting environment because you have an opportunity to interface with everybody who's part of our legal community. It's an opportunity for judges and lawyers to meet and celebrate the accomplishments of the year. And there's a lot of things to be proud of right now, given that we're coming out of COVID. We've all survived a very difficult ordeal with making sure that justice is achieved and people have access to our courtrooms and lawyers. And I'm just very proud of this legal community.
The duties upon which I am about to enter. Lori, you got your weight. Congratulations.
So we had a President Sophia Choi who took us through COVID, and everything was virtual. And I've got to hand it to her. She couldn't be here. She has someone getting married, but she really took us through a very unique time. And Neil took us on the journey exiting. What do you do when we're not on complete lockdown, but we're trying to get back in there together? And he put on an amazing event last year for the installation, for an outdoor event to get everyone back together. I'll never be able to live up to that, so thank you.
The greatest thing about this organization is the amazing people. And looking around this room and seeing the people seated at this table, it's an honor and truly a privilege to be one of you.
Well, I started with the Bar Association with Barristers in the early 1970s, and I just enjoy supporting the association. I think it's a worthwhile organization, and I enjoy it.
50 years at the bar, it's phenomenal, and I think we are so fortunate to have these fine gentlemen and outstanding people to be our senior members.
It's interesting that Jeff and I tried cases against each other when Jeff was in the DA's office. Steve took my spot in that law firm, and then I tried a case in front of Steve as a judge. So that's one of the wonderful features really about practicing law in Riverside, is that we all get to know each other, understand each other, and really are more than colleagues. We become friends.
I will say that there are so many fabulous lawyers in Riverside that should have won this award that, I won't turn it back in. I won't say that I won't take it, but I really feel like it could have been given to 1,000 lawyers in Riverside that are just spectacular lawyers. You will not find a bad lawyer in this organization.
I didn't think that our local lawyers were getting enough acknowledgement. I felt that you didn't have to win a big case or have the most trials or something to get recognition in the legal community. And I wanted to create a format where, as legal colleagues, we recognize people in the community for their good work, that you don't have to do something excellent. You might, and that might get you on the nomination list as well, but I wanted everyone to have an opportunity. So we are starting a yearly attorney awards for RCBA members.
It is my pleasure this evening to introduce Jackie Carey Wilson, as she is awarded one of the highest honors that our legal community here in Riverside bestows on lawyers and judges, the Aurora Hughes Meritorious Award for Service. There are many awards that circulate in our profession, top lawyer this and best lawyer that. Some are deserved and some not so much. But this award is very special. It recognizes what all of us should be inspired to do as lawyers and judges, and that is to serve others. I'm sure many of you are familiar with the story of Jackie while she was at Cal State University of Fullerton. She was, with her sister Becky, involved in a very serious car accident. She was in a coma for 2 weeks and in the hospital for 2 months, where she had to relearn basic skills like walking and talking. Character, of course, is defined by how we respond to challenges, and certainly Jackie responded. She said, quote, "I knew I couldn't be depressed. If I was depressed, my family would have been worried, and I couldn't have that." That last phrase, "and I couldn't have that," defines Jackie Carey Wilson. Not only in terms of her relationship with her family, but her relationship with her community, her relationship with the world. She looks out and she sees injustice, she sees wrongdoing, she sees things that aren't the way they should be. And her response is, "I couldn't have that. I can't have that." That to me encapsulates who Jackie is. And on behalf of the Riverside County Bar Association and this entire community, all I can say is thank you for being you.
I started coming to the meetings before I graduated from law school. So I've been involved with them since 1995, and I've been involved ever since.
Thank you for selecting me for the Aurora B. Hughes Award, which I don't feel even worthy of accepting. I'm deeply honored and humbled. Aurora was one of the first attorneys I met in Riverside. She was always so welcoming.
I am so honored and humble in receiving this award. I worked with Aurora Hughes, I loved Aurora Hughes, and I am a great admirer, so this award means a lot to me.
Aurora was my role model for involvement in the community, the legal community, and life. She was kind, thoughtful, encouraging, strong, intelligent, and humble.
No matter what happens, what obstacle happens, what difficulty you encounter, just to have a positive attitude and know that you have a lot of support in the legal community, and you can call on any member, any past president to help whatever problem you have.
Obstacles such as a terminal illness hopefully won't be something that anyone in this room has to confront. However, there are other daily difficulties that we do encounter. A disgruntled judge, none in this room, but disgruntled judge, an unfriendly courtroom clerk, a flat tire on the way to court, having to travel a long distance just to have your day in court. How we confront these issues tells what kind of person we are and tells of working for the issues like this head on with a positive attitude, and she was always grateful. I too am grateful for many individuals who have supported and guided me in my life, in my family, and in the legal community. Thank you again for this award. It's a blessing and one I will always be grateful.
For those of you who know Lori and get to work with her like I do, we know Lori as a woman of unending commitment to her clients. She is a woman with an unending dedication to the pursuit of justice, and she's a woman of unbounded energy to do good work. Lori is a fierce advocate and a terrific trial lawyer, but she is also just simply a nice person. She's a nice person who works hard for her clients. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the new president of the Riverside County Bar Association, Lori Myers.
This legal community has been such a blessing in my life. I feel so honored and privileged to know so many lawyers and judges sitting in this room now. I would not even be here at the RCBA if it were not for Paul Gretsch and Steve Harmon, who lassoed me into this organization that I wasn't really sure what I was getting involved in. And then they got me into the board of directors, just starting to be a member. You know, you just gotta go to these meetings a couple times. It's really not, it's not that big of a deal, and it really isn't when you're a member, but you do go up the chain of command. And here I am 7 years later, now as the president. Thanks to you for bringing me into the organization. Really appreciate you. If you're not mentoring someone, I do recommend that you try to do that. There's a lot of really eager lawyers out there trying to find their way in a very complex, judicial system. Thank you to all the judges who are very teachable judges. I'm gonna call out Judge Reamer, who I love. I've been in front of, man, that judge will teach you how to make an appellate record like no other judge. Thank you for teaching me that, seriously. I really appreciate judges who take the time and go out of their way. It's amazing legal community. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm so blessed and excited to be a part of it. Reach out if you need anything, and if I forgot anything, I'm sorry. I'm just grateful to be here. Charlene, you're the best. Charlene runs the organization, okay? Charlene makes us look good. We just stand up here and talk, but Charlene's really pulling all the strings, and thank you. I had a great time. It was a great event. I feel so blessed to be part of the legal community here, and if you're not already a member of the RCBA, I recommend you join immediately.
Nothing's like Riverside. I'm involved in 1 million bar organizations, but nothing is home like Riverside. Having been raised in a New Jersey Italian neighborhood where everything is about family and your neighbors are Aunt Jeannie, and that's what this feel is, and there's nothing like it in the state. I've been up and down this state. I've been to numerous counties for numerous bar organizations, and literally I would practice nowhere else. If I had to start practicing again, if my son or daughter were to go into law, they were smart enough not to, I would tell them, look, you need to come into Riverside. It is family and you will love it, and everyone is here to help. You've heard it on all the speeches tonight. Lori Myers I've had so many people teach me. I was a 3-year lawyer. They taught me things I didn't know. I'm a 31-year lawyer. I'm still learning things and still love this community because so many people step up and help each other. It's amazing.